The passage of the Electoral Act 2022, Repeal and Re-enactment Bill 2026, again remained inconclusive on Tuesday as the Senate stalled after over 4 hours of closed-door deliberations. Lawmakers spent the session reviewing the consolidated report of a 7-member ad hoc committee tasked with collating and harmonizing contributions on the bill. Upon reconvening, Senate President Godswill Akpabio declined to comment on the outcome, adjourning plenary to the next legislative day. The committee, chaired by Senator Niyi Adegbomore, also includes Senators Adamu Aliero, Aminu Tambuwal, Oshiomhole, Danjuma Goje, Nwoye, and Titus Zam. The closed session was convened to allow lawmakers to thoroughly examine proposed amendments and supporting documents before engaging in further debate following a previous deferment last week. The Senate has called on governments at all levels to urgently address gaps in emergency health care by mandating the availability of minimum stocks of antivenom and other critical antidotes in hospitals across Nigeria, particularly in high-risk areas. The resolution followed a point of order raised by Senator Niyi Adegbomore, who drew attention to the death of a young Nigerian, Nwoye, from a snake bite. Lawmakers overwhelmingly backed the proposal, urging that compliance with minimum antivenom and antidote stock requirements be made a condition for the licensing of new hospitals and the renewal of existing licenses. In his remarks, Senate President Godswill Akpabio condoled with the family of the deceased and Nigerians at large, describing the incident as deeply saddening. He led the chamber in a minute of silence in honor of the late Nwoye.
Emergency, including snake bite, scorpion, sting poison, drug overdose, and other form of envenomation, all of which require the immediate administration of specific antidotes and emergency medicines in both public and private school hospitals in order to prevent avoidable death and irreversible health complications. Further note that with grave concern, the tragic and avoidable death of Mrs. Nwoye, who reportedly died following a snake bite in Abuja recently, thereby revealing serious gaps in emergency preparedness and antidote availability within public and private hospitals in Nigeria.
We are supposed to have antidotes to take care of such situation. So, while we are condoling the family of the late woman, we have to be proactive as a government. I see no reason why most of our medical centers and hospitals all over the place shouldn't have medication for snake bites.
You don't have to wait until there's a fatality through snake bites. This is a lesson for us to be proactive, that we must take healthcare very serious. It is tragic that the deceased went the way she died. But the bigger lesson for us is the need for us to have in place policies that must drive our healthcare.
Mr. President, for some of us who are from farming communities, who are easily exposed to snake bites, I found this motion very, very important because many a times victims of a snake bite have to move all the ways from the villages to the state capital before they are able to access treatment. If these drugs are made available to our health centers across the length and breadth of the Federation, such needless journeys seeking medical attention at state capitals wouldn't be necessary.
Prayer 2, urge the Federal Ministry of Health, in collaboration with the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, to ensure procurement, quality assurance,
proper storage, and nationwide availability of safe, effective, and affordable antivenoms and critical antidotes for use in public and private hospitals with priority attention to high-risk regions. This is very good. Those in support of prayer 2 say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it.